Hi everybody, we're here in Windham for a away game. Goffstown versus the Windham Jaguars, I believe they're called. Coming off the bat is Ari Garzone, followed by Brittany Leclerc, then Sophia Derry. Ari grounds one back to the pitcher, fielded cleanly, throw to first. 1-3, play for the first out. Grizzlies coming off a tough loss to the Concord Tide, Crimson Tide. Good pitching in that game and good bats kept Concord ahead the entire time. Here comes Brittany Leclerc. Shows bunt, holds back. It's going to be ball one. Shows bunt again. This is going to be ball two. A little bit of a windy day. Breeze blowing in across the field from the first base to the third base line. Shows bunt. And she takes for the strike. 2-1 is the count. Fouled off with the attempted bunt. 2-2. And that's grounded to the second baseman. Toss over for the out for the 4-2. Sorry, 4-3. Two outs coming off the bat, Sophia Derry. On deck will be Sophie Roussel. High outside, ball one. Takes strike one looking. It's going to be ball two. Fouled off over to the visitors' dugout. It will be at 2-2. Fouled off into the backstop. We stay at 2-2. That's grounded to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly, thrown to first for the 6-3 out. 3 up, 3 down for the Grizzlies. We'll be right back for Windham's at bats. We are back for the bottom of the first inning. Coming up to bat for Windham, A. Mitru, followed by K. Wright, then A. Rundle. It's going to be high into the backstop. A wild ball, one. Takes high again, ball two. That's a high fly ball to center field. That's gone. Solo home run for A. Mitro to put the Windham Jaguars ahead 1-0. So first batter of the game, a long home run. Hopefully that doesn't set the tone for this game. Grizzlies take a little huddle in the circle to regroup. Coming up, K right. Pitching for the Grizzlies is Mackenzie Oliver. Regan O'Mara behind the plate. First base, Sophie Roussel takes for strike one. Second base, Brittany LeClaire. Third base, Sophia Derry. Left field, Dana Still. Center, Ari Garzone. Takes for a ball. And in right field, we have Sam Derry. Fouled off behind the backstop. That'll be strike two, bringing the count to 1-2. That's a pop-up to second base. Brittany LeClaire fields it cleanly for the first out. One out, no one on. A. Rundle up to bat. It's going to be ball one off the mid of Regan. Catches the inside for strike one. Strike two called. Brings the count to 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's strike three. And a first strikeout for Mackenzie Oliver. 2 outs for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies regrouped after that first solo home run. Just takes for a ball. This is A. Dakotas. Popped up out of play. Strike one. Popped up to the shortstop, Gemma. She fields it cleanly for the third out. So 1 run scored by Windham on the solo home run. Grizzlies able to hold the rest of the batters of the inning. 1-0 Jaguars. We'll be right back. And we are back. Top of the second. Windham Jaguars up 1-0. Coming up to bat for the Grizzlies, Sophie Roussel, then Sam Derry, and then Gemma Panarian. Takes high, ball one. Called strike. 1-1 the count. It's going to be away, ball two. Takes for the third ball, bringing the count to 3-1. That's going to be ball four. And Grizzlies have the leadoff runner on. And coming up is Sam Derry. That's going to be away for ball one. So 5 straight balls by the Windham pitcher. Catcher coming in to have a word. And we are ready to go again. One oh the count. Swing and a miss, strike one. Change up. Swings for strike two. As she swung, you could see the look on Sam's face. Like she couldn't believe she fell for it. That's grounded up the middle. That's going to be to the shortstop. A little bobble, touches second. And throws to first for the double play. Big double play for Windham. So 2 outs for the Grizzlies. Up to bat, Gemma Panarian. Takes for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. She swings at a high one right to the first baseman. A little bit of a bobble, but able to wrangle it for the tag out. So 1-2-3 for the Grizzlies again. No runs scored. We'll be right back. And we're back for the bottom of the second. Up to bat for the Jaguars is B. Antosa, then followed by Marin Hollingshead, then M. Aiken. First pitch was, I believe, a ball. Fouled off into the backstop. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1-2, the count. Grizzlies looking to get an first batter out in this inning. That's a pop fly to left center. Ari is underneath it. Makes the catch for the out. 1 out. Ari did a good job battling the sun on that play. This is Marin Hollingshead. Takes for a ball. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Swing and a miss, that's strike two. 1-2 the count. Fouled off into the backstop. It's going to be high for ball two. Taking us to 2-2. Caught the inside corner for strike three looking. And that's out number 2 for the inning. Here comes M. Aiken. And that's grounded back to the pitcher. Little bobble, but wrangles it in and makes the throw for the 1-3 out. So 1-2-3 for the Grizzlies. And we will be right back. Welcome back. We are back at the top of the third inning. Grizzlies coming up to bat. Dana Still, then Regan O'Mara, followed by Mackenzie Oliver. Dana on a little bit of a slump lately. Had a single in the game against Portsmouth on May 1st. Foul tipped one. And that's foul right at Coach Trinka. She was able to dodge it. 1-1 the count. Takes for a ball. 2-1 the count. Change up, she waits on it, able to make a swing. Fielded by the third baseman, thrown to first for the out. 5-3 play. And here comes Regan O'Mara. Takes inside for a ball. Foul tipped. Strike one. That's got to be high, ball two. That's grounded to the third baseman, fielded clean. The throw to first is in time for the 5-3 out. And here comes Mackenzie Oliver, the pitcher. High, ball one. And that's swung on to the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. She came off the bag, and it's going to have a runner on first. And we're back at the top of the order with Ari Grzone. Ari was the only Grizzly last game to get a hit against Concord Crimson Tide. First batter in the first inning. Takes for ball one. Swung on. It's going to be strike one. Not quite a changeup. It looked like she took a little speed off of that. And that's strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman. Bobbled. Ari's going to leg it out. And it's not going to beat the play. That's going to be a 4-3 out to end the inning. And we will be right back. We're back for the bottom of the third inning. Windham Jaguars coming up to bat. Kay Ballard, then E. Wilkins, and then we'll be at the top of the order again with A. Mitro, who had that solo home run in the first. That's a high fly ball to left field. That's going to land in, fielded cleanly by Still. She throws it into second to Brittany. Throw to first is not going to be in time. That's going to be a long single for Kay Ballard. Here's E. Wilkins. Shows bunt, drops it down. Throw to first is in time. So we're going to get a 2-3 out. But the runner is going to advance to second, and we are at the top of the order for A. Mitro. Let's see how McKenzie answers after that last inning. That's popped up to right field. Derry underneath it, makes the catch. Runner tags up and is going to make it to third base. So 2 outs, runner in scoring position on third base. And this is Kay Wright. Popped out to the shortstop in her last at bat. And that's popped up behind the backstop. It's going to be out of play. Strike one. Takes high for ball. It's going to be 1-1. And that's popped up to the shortstop again for the pop out to number 6. So Windham threatening, got a runner on third in scoring position that was stranded on base. We are still at 1-0. We'll be right back. And we are back for the top of the 4th inning. Grizzlies coming up to bat. First up is Brittany LeClaire, then Sophia Derry, followed by Sophie Roussel. Brittany hit into a 4-3 out in her last at bat. That's grounded past the shortstop into left field. Brittany's going to make it to first on the single. Leadoff batter on for the Grizzlies. And here's Sophia Derry. And we'll see how aggressive Coach Trinka is with Brittany on first base. And that's grounded up the middle, fielded cleanly by the shortstop, tossed to second, throw to first, not in time. So that's going to be a 4-3 out for the first out. Takes for ball one, Sophie Roussel. Takes for another ball. 2-0, the count. That's going to be ball 3. Sorry, that out was going to be a 6-4, not a 4-3. Called strike 1. That's going to be ball 4. So Grizzlies runners on first and second now. And coming up to bat is Sam Derry. Went into a 6-3 ground out in her last at bat. Coach Trinka trying to get her time in the spotlight. take for a ball. Swing and a miss for a strike. One the count. Shows bunt. So shows bunt, holds back. Call was ball. We're going to be at 2-1. Shows bunt again. Two for Sam. Takes for ball 3. Full count, 1 out. Runners on first and second. And takes for ball 4, and that loads up the bases for senior Jama Panarian. And that's grounded up to right field through the gap. That's going to score 1, tying up for the Grizzlies. RBI single for Gemma. So that ties it up. Bases are still loaded for the Grizzlies. Dana's still up to bat. Takes for a ball. Little timeout on the field. Catcher coming in to discuss pitches, locations, probably vacation spots. We are resetting, and we are going to be ready to go. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Dana. Count 1-1. That's in the dirt. Skips into the catcher. Good block. It's going to be ball 2. Takes high. Ball 3. Grounded to the third baseman, throws to first, gets the out, and the out at first. That's going to end the inning, but Grizzlies score a run, tying it up. We'll be right back. And we are back for the bottom of the 4th inning. Inning, not winding. Inning. A. Rundle coming up to bat for Windham, followed by A. Dakotas, and then B. Yantosa. Rundle struck out in her first at bat. Popped up out of play. Strike 1. High for ball. Windham coach checking the wind with the throwing of the grass technique. Popped up, out of play. Strike 2. That's Off speed, hit to the shortstop Gemma, throws to first to Roussel for the 6-3 out. 1 out. And here is A. Dakotas. She is the catcher for Windham. She popped out to the shortstop in her last at bat. Takes ball 1. Looking, strike 1. That's high for ball. That's pop fly to short center field. Ari running in, makes the catch. Good catch on the run for Ari Grzone for the 2nd out. And here is Yentosa. Fouled off behind the backstop, out of play. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oliver ahead in the count, 0-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Fouled off again. Off speed, tipped foul. Good job by Yentosa to foul that one off. Fouled off again, out of play. Yentosa fighting to keep her at bat alive. Off speed, fouled off again. Down the third base line, that's going to be out of play. We're going to take a break in the action. We are all out of game balls, I believe, with all the foul balls from Yentosa. We found one. It's like an Easter egg hunt out here for softballs. And Windham coach found another one. He better check himself for ticks after that, though. He was pretty deep in the woods. And we are back to the game. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 3. And that's the 3rd out. Grizzlies able to hold in the 4th. Still tied 1-1. We'll be right back. Grizzlies coming up to bat. Leading off will be Dana Still, followed by Regan O'Mara, then Mackenzie Oliver. Oh, I apologize. It's Regan leading off. So Regan, Mackenzie, then Ari. Takes outside, ball 1. Outside again, ball 2. Low, ball 3. Regan ahead 3-0. That's going to be low, ball 4. And we have a leadoff runner on first base. And we're going to have a courtesy runner going in for Regan. That's Jocelyn O'Meara. So a needed leadoff walk by senior Regan O'Meara, who is very patient at the plate. So the go-ahead run is on first for the Grizzlies. It looks like we may have a pitching change as well. That's going to be 22, C. Ballard. Ballard taking her warm-up pitches. Ballard finishes her 5 warm-ups, and we are ready to go again. And this is Mackenzie Oliver, had a base hit in the 3rd inning. That's high, ball 1. Shows bunt, lays it down, nice bunt. Gonna leg it out. And on the bunt, she makes it to first. And O'Meara able to advance to third on a sliding play in. She is called safe. She may have jammed her hand in the ground as she was sliding in. Coach Trinka delivering medical aid. She's tough. She's all set to go. So runners at the corners. Go ahead run on third, 60 feet away. And here's Ari Grazone. Takes for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. That's going to be in the dirt for ball 2. That's popped up foul down the third base line. Out of play for strike 1. Sorry, strike 2. 2-2 the count, no outs. Runners on first and third. Foul tipped into the backstop. Still 2-2. That's a pop fly to short left field. Left fielder calls off the shortstop and makes the play for the first out of the inning. So 1 out. Runner still on first and third. No time to tag up on that. Hollingshead was on the run, making the catch and made a good throw back into the infield. This is Brittany LeClaire. She takes for the first pitch ball. She takes for strike one, looking. Low for a ball. All right, so tagged out at second with the out, but able to get the run scored for the steal for O'Meara. So that's going to put the Grizzlies ahead 2-1. So that's a 2-6 out for the second out. Brittany drops a bunt. She's going to leg it out to first, and she's going to be safe. So 1 on for Sophia Derry with 2 outs. Grizzlies ahead 2-1. Takes for a strike. The Windham catcher, A. Dakotas, has quite an arm there behind the plate. Made that throw down to second. Fouled off. That's going to be strike 2. It's going to be high for a ball. Count 1-2. That's in the dirt. Swung on, missed. That's going to be a drop 3 for the third out. So Grizzlies able to put one on the board there to go ahead 2-1 in the fifth. We'll be right back. And we're back for the bottom of the fifth inning. Grizzlies able to get the go-ahead run in the top of the fifth to put them ahead 2-1. Coming off to bat for Windham, Marin Hollingshead, followed by M. Aiken and Kay Ballard. Hollingshead struck out looking in her first at bat. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Swung on, strike 2. Oliver ahead, 0-2. High for ball 1. Swung on, strike 3. And that is the third strikeout for Mackenzie Oliver today. here is M. Aiken. Hit it back to the pitcher in her last at bat for the 1-3 out. Swung on, foul tipped. Strike one. Timeout called. Batter adjusting her elbow pad. Foul down the first base line. It's going to be strike two. Outside, ball one. That's that's a line drive to the third baseman. Going to hit off of her foot. It's going to go into foul territory, but that's going to be a base hit. He can hit that ball hard. Looks like it kind of dropped on Derry. I think it hit her off the foot, but I think she's all right. So base runner on for the Jaguars with one out. Popped up. It's going to be out of play. Strike one to Ballard. Going to be high. Throw down to first. Not in time. One the count. Takes for strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's grounded to the third baseman. Thrown to second for the out. Throws to first. Not in time. Grizzlies get 1 out on the 3-4. No, 5-4, sorry. And we are at number 10, E. Wilkins. Grounded to the pitcher, fielded cleanly, throw to first. Is in time. That's going to be the 3rd out. So Grizzlies not letting the Jaguars score with runners on base, and we will be right back. We are back. Top of the 6th inning. Grizzlies coming up to bat. Still ahead 2-1. Leading off is going to be Sophie Roussel, then Sam Derry, and Gemma Panarian. Takes for ball one. And I think it's time for my official field rating. Foul tipped into the backstop. It's actually a really nice field here. The lawn, it looks like it's been freshly mowed. It's really, really flat, not any dust. It's a beautiful backdrop with the mountains off to the back of the outfield there. She's got a take for ball 2. 2-1 is going to be the count. Dugouts are really nice. There's no snack shack. They didn't do the national anthem, but just the field alone is beautiful. It's going to be low for a ball. So I'm going to give this 7-9, just on the field alone. If there was a snack shack or, you know, a national anthem, they would have scored higher, but just on the nice field alone in the backdrop. 7-9. Good score. Takes for a strike. And that's going to be a full count for Sophie. And that's going to be ball 4. Putting the leadoff hitter on base for Sam Derry. Takes high for a ball. And that's a pop fly to the shortstop. Fields it cleanly for the out. So that's 1 out for Windham. Coming up to bat, Gemma Panarian, who had the tying RBI in the 4th inning. Low for ball 1. And she's gonna take, but that's gonna go off the glove of the catcher. That's gonna advance Sophie Roussel to second base. Count's gonna be 2-0. And that's a high fly ball to right field. Fielded cleanly for the out. No advancement for Roussel. So 2 outs. Runner on second for Dana Still. Grizzlies hoping to get another run scored for an insurance run, and the wind has picked up. Takes for a ball. And that's popped up to the second baseman, and she makes the catch for the 3rd out. So a little bit of, we had a leadoff walk, but unable to bring any runs around, so we're going to stay at 2-1, and we'll be right back. Grizzlies still ahead 2-1, but we are at the top of the order for Windham with A. Mitru, who had the solo home run, which is the only run that the Jaguars have scored in the game so far. It's going to be low for ball 1. Takes for ball 2. Low ball 3. That's going to be ball 4. Leadoff batter walk to first base for Windham. Tying run on first. And this is K. Wright. 0 for 2 so far today. Shows bunt, drops a bunt that's going to roll foul. Takes, runner goes to second. And she's going to get her for the out for the throwdown from Regan. Big play for the out for the Grizzlies. So that's going to be a 2-3 throwdown to get that leadoff runner for the out. Regan made a good throw. Jumma able to dig it out of the dirt and come around for the tag. And the Windham coach is going to question the call with the first base umpire. And the call is going to stand. So a big out for the Grizzlies in the 6th inning. One ball, one strike. It's going to be ball 2. Popped up to center left, and Ari makes the catch for the second out. And here comes A. Rundle. Can't read my own writing. He's going to take for a ball. Takes strike one, looking. That's high fly ball to right center. Derry underneath it. Makes the catch for the third out. And that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for the Grizzlies on some big defensive plays. And we will be right back. Grizzlies ahead 2-1. Some good defense in the last inning. Able to hold Windham from scoring anything. Coming up to bat is Regan O'Mara, then Mackenzie Oliver. And then we'll be back at the top of the order with Ari Grisone. Senior Regan O'Mara fouled back over the backstop. Strike one. Swing and a miss. That's strike two on the off-speed pitch. Regan chasing one. High ball one. And she takes strike three looking. So that's the first out. And here's Mackenzie Oliver. Mackenzie 2 for 2, 2 base hits. She takes for ball one. That's fouled off down the third baseline for strike one. 1-1, the count. It's high, ball 2. That's grounded to third. Slow dribbler throws to first. Is in time for the 5-3 second out. And we are at the top of the order with Ari Garzone. Foul tipped into the backstop, strike 1. And that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Fields it backhand. Throw to first is in time. Wow, what a play in the infield by the Windham girls. Ground ball to shortstop, thrown hard for the out. So that's going to be the 6-3 to end this top of the 7th. We'll be right back for the bottom. And we are back for the bottom of the 7th. Grizzlies holding on to a narrow lead, 2-1. This will be the last chance for Windham. Coming up to bat is A. Dakotas, followed by B. Antoza, and then Marin Hollingshead. Takes for the strike on the outside corner. Popped up, foul behind the backstop. 0-2. And that's foul down the third base line. Dakotas keeping her at bat alive. That's a high fly ball to left field. Dana still underneath it. Makes the catch for the first out. So 1 out for the Grizzlies. And here is B. Utosa. That's a high fly ball to left. Dana underneath it. Tries to jump for the grab. Unable to get it, and that's going to be a home run. And that's going to tie it up for Windham. So a big clutch hit for Yantosa. And now the Grizzlies need to hold them to force extra innings. So still 1 out. Looks like we do have a pinch hitter coming in, and it's S. Gantinella. Gattinella. Foul tipped, strike 1. Gonna be high for a ball. Foul into the backstop, strike 2. Swing and a miss, that's strike 3. So that's 2 outs. M. Aiken coming up to bat. Well, it looks like we have a substitution. Pinch hitter is going to be C. Ballard. It's going to be ball 1. That's a line drive to right field. Tries to make a diving catch, unable to come up with it. And she's going to round second and go to third. So that's going to put the winning run on third for Windham. Great try by Derry in right field to try and make the catch with the dive. Couldn't come up with it. I don't think she had much of an option, though, because if she didn't, it would have gone all the way back to the fence. And I think the fact that she dove and she hit it kind of into foul territory stopped it from being the winning run. Sam looks a little upset with herself out there, but not much she could do about that, unfortunately. All right, so here's Ballard up to bat with the winning run on third. 2 outs. It'll be high for a ball. That's ball 2. Shows bunt. She offers for strike 1. That's a line drive to left field, and that's a walk-off single for Kay Ballard to win the game. Jaguars come from behind in the 7th inning, score 2 runs and get the win for Windham. Good game by the Grizzlies, though. Some offense to score some runs and some good defensive plays. Tough loss for the Grizzlies. We will be back. Another game, I believe, tomorrow, and we'll be home. So you probably won't see this before that I'm on tomorrow. So, have a good night, everybody.